We are going to need to lift this siege fairly soon, though. In fact, one thing I should probably do... Ew, this is actually falling way quicker than I expected. Is have the transports down there in Hangzhou ready to pick up. Then move all of these guys down to Hangzhou. I'm going to be so angry if they win a 7% siege and I don't get the 70%. God damn it. 7%. That's not the first time that's happened this campaign either. What's their mandate at? 0. AI cheats. I don't think they cheat. They just get really stupidly lucky sometimes. Like that. Right, so we're pretty sure that their army is on their way over to come and fight us. So I'm going to start merging my forces again. Ready to counterattack. That's 2 of their forts down. We've taken like the entirety of the north. So what do I want to take from this? Do I want to start actually taking land in China? Or do I just want to force an explosion? Humiliate and war reps. I think that's what I'm going to go for. Let's go get my island back again before the the garrison there grows too big. Although it's already going to be over 1,000. Damn. Take the northern provinces of China. I don't want to take too much of the mainland, though, is the problem. Like, I'm playing Raider Japan, not Conquer Everything Japan. Oh, there's their army. Part of it, anyway. So let's see what they try to do. Are they going for Nanjing? They're going for Yangzhou. Okay, we'll go and fight them there then. Though this is just farmland, so no bonuses for terrain. So instead this is just going to be quality. Thankfully they still take a bunch of damage extra. So we are taking casualties, but we can afford them this time. Dissemination of the coffee plant. For centuries, coffee has been a product exclusively grown and exported from Yemen and Ethiopia. The merchants of Yemen in particular have had such a strong grip over the coffee trade that they have gone to great lengths to stop anyone from bringing the plant across the borders. Just as the silkworm once travelled west along the trade routes, so too has the coffee plant come into the possession of our merchants. The plantations in Syria have begun to produce a significant amount of coffee, making the beans much more readily available. Price of coffee goes down. They're actually getting relatively close to accepting a peace deal. Literary artist just died. Their war exhaustion's 3.4. I think we want to try and conquer them for a little bit longer at least. We may as well continue capturing provinces. Wow. Their army has taken an absolute pasting. So this southern army could go after Canton. Duplicity amongst the European traders. Ever since the arrival of the Westerners, some have regarded them with distrust. Their pockets are deep, their weapons powerful, and to some, their culture seems fascinating. Those that deal with the traders, however, report the Europeans are constantly plotting against each other. Scarcely a meeting with foreign emissaries goes by in which they do not warn us of some plot or scheme by the adversaries. It is clear we are not dealing with men of honour. As a new group of traders request that we increase their privileges, our advisors caution us to consider the offer carefully. So, Setsu gains production but loses autonomy. We do gain base production, but is that autonomy permanent? No, it's just 50% autonomy, which we then need to pay down. For 20 prestige, gaining 2 base production? Sure. Also, I've just realised I don't need to blockade this stuff anymore. Oh, what? Googe. You're ruining everything! Oh wait, that's a 16k stack. Let's not do that. And Googe is perfectly happy to continue fighting this. Ah, there's Ming's army again. Okay, new general. This is going to be Veal. Oh, it's my southern army that doesn't have a general. Whoops. Stack wipe. I'm trying to take Yangshao back again. Makes sense, seeing as it is the capital. The Siege of Canton finished. Good. So you can grab Vale. And then we'll just start capturing everything around it. And then we'll send you off to go and fight their army. Should the Ottomans have an explosion like Ming has? No, I don't think so. The Ottomans already have a lot of enemies around them. The problem with Ming is that nobody was really in a position to counter them, so Ming just dominated the region. Whereas the Ottomans do have lots of other potential enemies. Shift consolidate. Let's go and crush them. So even though Ming has got fairly significantly more discipline than us, their armies just cannot stand up to it. I like Cantonese food and Szechuan. Yeah, they are nice. I think I like Peking the most, though. So is Ming at war with anyone else? Nope, just us. I'm a little bit surprised that nobody else has decided, you know what, this looks fairly juicy. Yeah, 32 rebels. I saw them already. Going for the fort here. It's already at 50%. The rebels are about to take it. And that is very much the behavior we wish to encourage here. They're up to 5.6 war exhaustion. Now, one thing that we do need to bear in mind is the more harsh the peace that we enforce against Ming, the faster they will recover from that war exhaustion. Fathom Seek, whoa! Thank you very much for that donation. Very much appreciated it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're making very good progress on getting that CPU. What's the best formidable nation in EU4? Prussia? I mean, Russia is also pretty strong. I'd say probably Prussia. Or Mughals. Mughals are also stupendously strong. For ideas, Mongolian Empire. Mongolian Empire is also way more difficult than pretty much all of the others, though. A Grand Admiral rules over a nation of thieves and murderers, blah 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 blah. This is a Republican, though, so we're going to get bonus Republican stuff, and also let's get another Diplo. 50% more naval force limit. Obviously what we need. So what's my force limit now? 194. We are well under it. You know what that means? We need to capture more ships. And now Ming is saying they want peace. Aww. So cute. Oh wow, they just captured 6 of my ships. Well, that's not acceptable. We also need to go raiding. Although I should do the raiding once we've finished the war with Ming, not before. Took 2 of them back. Okay, Ming's moving their troops into the north. Which is fine. We can just turn around and go after them again. 7.2 war exhaustion. They are definitely having some problems with rebels now. Oh, and I think their army is about to die to another rebel spawn. I shouldn't be laughing. This is just kind of beating the kid while he's down, but eh, worth it. Do I know if France got buffed recently? In recent games I always played some Indian nation. France constantly steamrolled everyone in Europe. I don't think so, no. Playing in a custom multiplayer and someone's playing as Prussia, so I was thinking of France into Spain. I would say Spain is actually one of the weaker customizable formables. Mughals are great if you're doing a world conquest or something similar in SP. They're a bit more limited in multiplayer where you can't blob as much. True. Sweden also has excellent army quality, that's true. There we go. Now we're starting to steal their ships. %95% war score. That's another fleet thrashed. Some more ships captured. And they have no ports, so I think they're just losing their ships at the moment. Alright, good. Does Ming still have any troops? Those are just Guji's troops, so no. Ming's completely tapped out for soldiers. Shu separatists. Jin. Shun. I somewhat suspect that we have now done enough damage to Ming that they're not going to be able to recover. Even if I did piece them out for a 75%. Which means they would lose, I think, 75% of their war exhaustion. Because of the way that revanchism works. Oh, good grief. -5... -0.59 mandate. -0.43 from devastation. Ouch. And all of their tributaries have abandoned them as well. Oh, I took a loan. Well, definitely going to have to get Ming to pay for that. Our efforts to maximize trading profits in the area of southern Korea has borne fruit in the province of Rashu. Entrepreneurs managed to greatly increase the output of calligraphy and have found new markets in our capital for the processed goods. So I think now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start moving down to my fort so I can start getting shipped home without exiles. And then if the rebels want to rise up anywhere, they are more than welcome to do so. My one loss. We even outnumbered them. That's disappointing. A gift to the state. Good governance would sometimes prompt the nobility and the businesses of the realm to donate cash to the treasury, out of pure patriotism or in exchange for the sales, the transfer of honorary titles and positions. So we can put it in the treasury, we can give it generously, or we can donate it to the poor. And because we're righteous, we would get more benefit. Also, we are tapped for admin. So let's go and spend a bit of our military admin power. Although I also want to just see how we are doing in terms of spreading. Okay, so we would actually be in a position to embrace manufactories fairly soon. But not soon enough, so yes, we are going to spend admin. Like so. Is it Nepal that's got really good ideas in India? Nepal does, so does Mewar. What is richer, Italy or India? That would actually be fairly close, because Italy has the Genoa trade node. So I would say probably Italy. Particularly if you're playing as Venice or Genoa, or Florence, or Milan. Beginning in 1660, Shun faced almost a decade of utter chaos. Oh dear. But you were the chosen one, Shun. You were one of 2 people who survived. How are they only 97% blockaded? What's... Oh! Macau is missing. Well, that's not acceptable. So they did actually have a coastline. Okay, good. Let's head home. Mission accomplished. Oh, and they're on -1 stability as well. Oh dear, Ming. This is going to be extremely painful. Am I going to take the rest of Taiwan? No, I don't actually want anything from Ming. I mostly am doing this just to stop them being so powerful. Although, actually killing Ming is kind of bad for us, because then we can't take our constant withdrawals from the Bank of Ming. None of those places are actually worth very much money. Malacca would be worth more. Let's go start pirating Malacca. Oh, wait, no. Better plan. We need to go raiding. Let's go raise even more money. And let's also detach the infantry from those armies. We're going to stop paying the army. We're going to start rooting out corruption big time. And we're going to start drilling just the infantry. Because it's a hell of a lot cheaper than drilling artillery and cavalry. I forgot Ming was up here. That can't be allowed. That's area which I will be taking from them. How's Mongolian expansion going? I mean, Oirat's doing nicely. In fact, Oirat's conquering Russia right now. With the help of Denmark. Denmark and Oirat, separate wars. It's actually Denmark that's done all the damage, but Oirat's going to take the turf. Come on. I mostly want to take that stuff before Funchal falls. Okay, we've bought ourselves a bit of time. Come on, come on, come on. Oh man, it takes you so long to move. I need to occupy this stuff before that falls. Damn it! It doesn't really matter that much. I'll be taking them too. Okay, this looks good. I take these two provinces. I take 2,600 ducats and also war reparations. And I get 34 power projection. Done. Okay, so Ming is still whole. However, they won't be for long, because I'm pretty sure that Ming is basically dead at this stage, because they just can't raise the troops. Now, the first thing I want to do, actually, is buy a fort here to protect that crossing. And then core. And also, We could embrace manufactories, but considering how quickly manufactories is spreading, I don't really see the point in doing that so ahead of time. So we shall wait. And now we go and add insult to injury and raid their coastline. Because you can raid people while you have a truce with them. Yeah, they did get a lot of revanchism. So Ming's war exhaustion's probably not actually that high. They only actually got 9% revanchism. Maybe revanchism is based on the amount of land you take from them rather than the actual peace deal. Is there a way of seeing their war exhaustion? Yes. Zero. However, they have a grand total of 800 manpower and 1 regiment. And they have rebels everywhere. And they're just not going to be very effective at actually fighting those rebels either. King of Technology, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Internal conflicts in Morocco. Stream donation thing wouldn't work for me, so I decided to become a patron instead. How come it wouldn't work? How can you tell if the donation, Patreon donation went through? You should have got an email or something about it. But what was wrong with the donations? That concerns me a bit more, because Helson was talking about that earlier as well. In fact, you know what? Let's not build the fort right now. Let's build... Well, let's core you, then we'll fort you. And we need a new rival. Malacca, Oirat, Portugal, or Russia? I'm actually somewhat tempted to rival Russia. Or Malacca. You know what? It's kind of got to be Malacca. We're going in that direction next. So Ayatai and Malacca is going to be on our chopping board. So with that in mind, let's go and start doing a spy network. Oh no, that's Luang, that's the wrong people. Fight against Ayataya. And I don't really care about having good relations with the Portuguese anymore either. The trade post in Setsu has started to attract not only merchants, but also scholars and intellectuals. To these men, the books that the foreigners bring are far more valuable than the goods they wish to sell. The study of the Western science and culture, Rangaku, is growing into its own discipline, and according to the adherents, we have much to learn. Many clerics are skeptical, however, as are some Confucian scholars. Institution spread plus 10%. Yes, please! And we are going to need to get another idea. And then spend a little bit more development on military.